building extension is going to be here, right up to the back of this truck. So I'll pave all around that. I've drawn a line on where the building footprint is going to be. Northeast distribution and cold storage is off the layout because I'm going to make the extension that will go into the maintenance away area that I've added to the layout. So it'll be about that deep. This gives you good visibility to the building that if you've seen my channel. It's scratch built. I mean, it's kit bashed. Got some extra parts supporting the roof since it's cut to be narrow against the wall, so it sits flush against the wall. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take a razor blade and go right down the, see where that seam is there. I'm going to cut that right down the middle, leave this section where it is, take this one off, and then I've got one with a door. It's going to go here, and then the piece that I take off is going to go right here where my pinky is, so it'll be 2 panels wide. And then if you can visualize, it'll be this plus the blank panel that I take off the existing wall, and then what it'll have here is 1 truck bay. So I'll cut this in half right on the seam, and there'll be a truck bay there. So that's what I'm working on now. Got that wall cut in half, and here's the piece that came off, and that's going to go this way. Well, actually, the door panel is going to go here, and then this will go next to it. And when you cut it like that, obviously you have to clean it. So what I do is I take a piece of sandpaper, lay it flat, and I just go back and forth so that it has a nice even edge. Because when you cut it, it's never perfect. So let me show you how I'm cutting this stuff. This is the door for the truck bay. I just need one of these panels, so I'm just repeatedly going right down the seam. Fortunately, these walls have lines on them on the outside to emulate concrete walls, so I just keep going down that. And then it's got these ridges. Well, this one doesn't, yeah, it's got one here to hold the roof. So what I do is I take my razor saw and I just cut through that. Because once you make enough scores, you can just bend it and the whole thing will snap. So just carefully, obviously. Change directions. Just when you're about almost all the way through, you can just do that. There you go. Now I've got a single truck door. So let's put it together haphazardly here, just to show you what it all is going to look like. We're going to have truck loading bay door, and we're going to have a man door here, so that'll extend the building out into that new area. There's a truck loading door, so that's how deep it's going to be. So we'll keep going on that. To glue these two sections together, once you get the edges sanded flat so they sit nice and flush, On the back side, what I do is I just take this liquid cement, hold them as tight together as you can, just run some down that seam. Not too much because it'll spill out on the other side. Just hold that together for a bit, and then those two sections will obviously stick together. And once I put the roof in there, I may put a piece of styrene right here across the two just to keep it sturdy. And already it's held together. Nothing came out the side. So that'll go there. And I have to sand that edge down a bit flatter. Actually, you know what I might do? I'll probably put it behind. Camera's a little out of focus. I'll put it behind this piece rather than out on top of it. That way it fits in better. If I do that though, I have to shave down this a little bit since this will be going on here. So you got to kind of think through as you're doing these kit bashings. There's no real formula or instructions. You just kind of got to wing it. I'll use a square to make sure everything is lined up. So if I put it on the outside, I think this piece would fit better. If I put it on the inside there, I might have to shave this down, but no big deal. See where we go with it. I always paint the parts before I put it together. So this is the truck loading bay door, and this is the man door. And I just got Tester's flat white. Spray paint. Doesn't take much. It's probably too much, but that's all right. Let that dry. Those can be glued into the panels, weathered up a bit. Starting to take shape. Once I get those painted parts dry, I'll put them in the door there, loading bay there, and there's some parts that go onto the loading dock. This here, and then there's a base plate. So I'll paint that silver, paint this flat black, probably with just Tamiya. And find a piece of roof material. I think I have some more of this left, and just cut that out. And the last piece will be putting in a LED over door light, and then there's some steps and railings that go on there for that door. Looks crappy because you can see through it right now, but so we're going to paint this door frame for the loading bay with Tamiya black. Just water-based paint. Don't need an airbrush for this. Stuff goes on nice. It's got a lot of pigment, and it dries nice and flat. So yeah, for little parts like this, I don't bust out the airbrush. It's too much work, too much mess. Save that for weathering and bigger projects. I think a lot of guys use the airbrush just because they like to use the airbrush for everything, but for me, it's got a time and a place. Pretty straightforward. So I'm going to do that, and then what I'll do for the metal base plate, it's got the star pattern in it. Walthers. I'll just paint that with flat aluminum testers, and then we'll get those applied. Just a quick note on painting. When you're painting these parts, I always try to mask off the areas where you're going to need glue, because the paint obviously will prevent the plastic cement from adhering. I mean, you could paint it and use a CA glue, but it's easier just to tape that off. Did that on there, and then when I hand painted these, I'll scrape off any paint that got on surfaces I need to glue. So yeah, something to keep in mind. So I cut the roof out. I found roof material, it's a little bit different color, which actually, serendipitously, it'll look kind of cool, like this was added on. And it's always tricky to cut these, but I got that to fit just about right. And then I'll put a piece underneath this seam here just to keep it flush. Glue it down across both sides, and you know, you can always paint like a flat black paint on there to look like tar that patches the seam in the roof. Just more detail, and then I'll put some roofing details on it. So yeah, that's the roof. Okay, there it is, roughed in. A lot more to do. Obviously, I've got to put the steps and the railings, paint those. Got to put the roof details back on. It's got this whole big HVAC or cooling system for the refrigeration, so that'll go back on the roof. And what else? I'm going to install that light over the door there, which will be lit LED. So there you have it, extending a building into the new area of the layout. And that'll allow us to have a truck here and park some things over here. And then this will be the parking lot with its street lamps, which I've removed temporarily. So we're getting there. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.